If you've been wanting to start a YouTube channel or grow your existing videos, then in this video, I'm going to share with you all my tips on how I'm able to gain a consistent amount of subscribers every single week. Hey everyone, welcome back to my podcast. If you have not been here before, my name is Megan. I am a graphic designer. I've been designing for the last almost 9 years, 8 to 9 years. And over the last 4 years, I've been really consistent posting my designs on YouTube. And it's a topic that I haven't really shared a lot about that I really want to give more details into because I really feel that YouTube is like the umbrella of my business. It is the most consistent platform I'm on, and it's also a way for me to connect with not only designers but clients and really get my name out there. So I want to share with you guys why I love it and kind of encourage you to start your own channel if you've been wanting to. But I also want to say that I know everyone's so different and it can be really hard to not want to do everything and try all the little things, but I would definitely recommend picking the platform that you know you're going to be consistent on, that fits with your personality, that fits with the topics and stuff you want to talk about, because although YouTube's amazing, I know that it's not for everyone. Not everyone likes to sit in front of a camera and talk for hours. So I know that it's not for everyone, but if you have been wanting to get into YouTube, then I know that this video will give you some tips on how to get started. So thank you for being here. I just want to mention real quick, I'm sitting on my chair, not the beanbag, because little Leo's here. This is like his napping time of the day, so we're giving him his time on the beanbag. But I'm super excited to jump into this video. I first want to talk about consistency, because the only way I was able to grow my YouTube channel is that I was showing up every single week. In the beginning of my YouTube channel, I was posting about random things. I would show me cleaning my house or a day in the life video or just my cat, Leo. So just really random things. I didn't really have a specific topic or niche that I was talking about, but that was honestly the beauty of it. I was doing it because I loved making videos and editing videos, and it was something that I enjoy doing, and it wasn't something I felt like I had to do. So if you're coming into the YouTube world doing it just for subscribers or just to make money, then unfortunately, I don't see a whole lot of success that can be had in that unless you're just so set on that goal. I really think that YouTube success has really helped me because I love what I'm talking about and I love what I'm doing. And if you love what you're talking about, and showing up every week becomes that much easier. So make sure you love it. Make sure you really want to do it. That's truly the only way you'll stay consistent with it and want to show up every single week. The reason I say that is because I did not really see the monetization or kind of the ROI on my YouTube for almost like 3 years. Probably like the first 2 years was when I was really kind of like doubting it, and I started to see like subscribers coming through, so that's what motivated me to keep making videos and showing up. And I also loved filming, but I didn't really see a whole lot of growth for a while. So you have to love what you're doing to stick with it, because it's not going to happen overnight. It took years, and I know it can take a long time, especially with YouTube. But the beauty of YouTube is that my videos from 5 years ago or 3 years ago are still getting watched and viewed today. So it's a very long-term kind of investment in your time to post on YouTube, post those valuable things, and to see that kind of growth over time. But you have to love what you're doing. I had to say that in the beginning because I've seen so many people just want to get into YouTube to make money, or they think that's what's going to land them clients. But there has been lots of success that's come through YouTube for me, but like I said, it's taken around 3 to 4 years, I would say. I have to go look back and see when my first YouTube video was, but I know it was probably 5 or 6 years ago. So I've been doing YouTube for a while, and I do feel like my channel grows slower than probably others, and I'm going to get to the reasons on why I think that is. Okay, I can already tell that I'm going to be jumping around in this video because I love talking about YouTube, and there's so many things I want to share about it, but I do have some notes, so I'm going to kind of stay a little structured to help you guys out. But like I said, the number one thing that I'd recommend doing is find something that you love to talk about and hone in on that, focus in on it. And I'm going to use that word niche right now, but I really do feel that the reason my YouTube was able to grow, and the reason lots of YouTube channels grow, is that they're showing what, like, a specific thing. And I know that you'll see these creators that are posting random things about their day, but it's their personal brand that is having people come back to it. So create your personal brand and figure out a topic to share about, especially in the beginning. I feel like for the first year, just share something that people are really gaining value from. And then you can start to show those random things that are just fun to you that aren't related to that topic. So that really helped me out, was when I started to realize that when I showed those graphic design day in the life videos, that I connected with people more on that level, and I enjoyed doing it. So I really just did a lot more videos around that topic, and that's when I really started to see the growth and started to connect with people. And on the topic of topics, I also want to say that it's really helpful to find some trending topics that are going on right now. So a perfect example for a trending topic in the graphic design world is those new softwares that we see pop up here and there, or new Adobe updates. There's so many things you can do, especially in the design world, because there's so many things that change on the daily. So you can take that and make a video about it on that specific day or that specific week to stay really relevant and with the trends. So I would try that out. And I wanted to mention this too, because I don't really do this on my channel. I have done it before where I put 2024 in the title, but I do feel that if I were to start doing more trending topics, my channel could probably grow a little bit faster. I'm not super worried about it, to be honest. I like the kind of slow growth, because I wouldn't even be ready right now to completely walk away from everything else in my business and just do YouTube. So I'm okay with the slow growth, but if I really wanted to grow faster, I would really pay attention to those trending topics and make tons of videos on them. And this is when you can even utilize ChatGPT. Go on ChatGPT, ask them some trending topics about graphic design, the graphic design world right now, and I guarantee you it'll give you 20 different topic ideas. So don't be afraid to utilize that and get your news from there and just build a video around it. So that's what I would do. I want to circle back real quick and talk about consistency, because I know that it's kind of annoying to hear. Consistency is what you need to do, but it truly is, and especially for YouTube, because when you think about it, there's TV shows that come on. Like right now I'm watching The Golden Bachelorette, and I know that every single Monday at 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. whenever they play it, that it is coming on live. I'm going to be able to watch that TV show. I look forward to it every week. Even me and my friends get together and we watch it. So if you start to kind of think about your YouTube in that way, where you are the host of your own TV channel, your own show, and you have to show up every week to give people a new update or something that they're kind of looking forward to. So when I started to view it that way, it really helped me know that showing up consistency is not only going to keep me relevant in the YouTube searches, but it's also going to allow me to connect with my audience almost in that real time kind of feeling. And it's such a beautiful thing, because I have connected with so many awesome friends online, and it's they know me just because I show up every week and I share what I'm doing in my day, the random things I'm loving, my business, all the things, and it just allows me to connect with them every single week. And if I disappeared for a month and came back, it would be a little bit weird, because there'd probably be so much to catch up on. So just try to show up at least every week if you can. I know that's a big commitment, but when you start to do that consistent sort of posting schedule, you will see a ton of growth. And that's the only way that I truly feel my channel was able to grow and stay relevant and start to gain some awesome collaborations. So I also wanted to talk about content, the type of content, type of videos. I know I talked about finding a topic and a niche to kind of hone in on, but I also have found that one of the most helpful things that you can do for your channel to grow is create a series. And I want to actually hear from you guys. If you have been here since my wine and design series, please go comment down below, because I do miss filming those. I don't drink alcohol anymore, so it didn't really align with me anymore. But I created this series when I first started my channel, where I would show up every single Wednesday for a new wine and design video, and I would share a new wine and I would design. And it was just something that I felt people could look forward to every week, and that I could look forward to every week. And I knew what I was filming. It mentally was so easy for me to know, I got to film my wine and design video. So create a series that people can look forward to and that they know what to expect with the video. So whether that's like a series like I did every Wednesday, or even take them through a whole project. So I'm speaking directly to graphic designers right now, but any creative really, I would take them from A to Z and show them the initial part of a branding project, and then actually creating it and the struggles, and then show the delivery, and then show a video about you talking about things you would have done different, or, you know, the struggles that you had dealing with the client, whatever it is, show the whole process, document that, and create a series around that. And if you can really show that, like, hey, this is episode 1, next week will be episode 2, and then they know what to expect moving forward. Series do so well, not only on YouTube, but on Instagram, on TikTok, on all of those. That was when I really saw my channel grow, was when I did those wine and design series episodes. And I also saw a ton of growth when I did my website in a week vlogs. So those vlogs of showing them the whole process, they knew what to expect, and they also knew that they're going to be able to see a process and final product. So I really feel that showing and documenting what it is that you're doing is a really, really fun way to not only create the videos, but a fun way to connect with your audience, and a fun way to kind of keep them on the edge of their seat to see the next video and see how everything comes to life together. So create some sort of series. And once again, ChatGPT can help you with this. Don't be afraid to use AI. I will search things in there too sometimes on like, can you give me a topic around this? And it usually will spit something out that I can kind of manipulate and use and kind of make it my own. So don't be afraid to do that. But series are so great. So on the topic of videos that will do well and series that do well, another very important thing to help your channel is video thumbnails and video titles. Yes, it's one of those things. It's probably my least favorite part. The titling part of videos is my least favorite part about YouTube because it really, really matters. And throughout this year, I've been really experimenting with titles to see like what kind of works better for my channel. And it's very interesting because I mentioned this in a video recently, but the videos that tend to do the best on my channel for my specific audience are the videos where I talk about money. And I know it's like a controversial topic that probably a lot of people want to hear about, but not a lot of people talk about. So I've noticed when I'm more transparent about like, I made this much from this project, here's how it went, or day in the life of a 6-figure designer, and putting those actual numbers in the title and even on the thumbnail has helped my channel a lot recently. So you kind of have to experiment. This is why I feel YouTube takes a while to grow, because you have to experiment what your audience is most drawn to, what they're interested in, and also find that thumbnail style that you can really stick to and be consistent with, because thumbnails are hard. And I know you guys know that designing for yourself can be really difficult. Well, every single week I will work on my thumbnail for like an hour, and I show my fiance, I show people, I'm like, is this good? I don't know. But I have really started to hone in on just super simple thumbnails with either my face on it and like a really simple, easy to read piece of text. You have to make it easy to read, and you have to make it super clear in terms of like what they're going to get when they click on the video. I've learned my lesson that if the video thumbnail isn't as relevant to the actual topic of the video and like what I'm sharing, people don't like that. And you have to be very transparent from the beginning, unless you're like doing clickbaiting stuff, and sometimes that works for people's channels. But I quickly realized that that does not work for my channel. My audience likes very clear cut information on what they're going to get when they watch this video. So I have learned that you really have to just understand your audience and start to do the experiments with it. Start to put a title up and do a different thumbnail design to kind of get the hang of it, and then just stick with that. I use Canva to design all my thumbnails. I've used Adobe Spark, I think. I've also used Adobe Photoshop. I've used a lot of different tools, but I feel that Canva is just easiest for me to go in and add a new photo and use the same template every time, and also to remove the background and just make it very, very easy to read and like eye-popping. So I like to keep in mind like what colors are going to catch someone's eye if I'm not going to have a background on it. So I'll use either like a light color background and like a very bright font, or I just stick with my color palette and try to kind of rotate that and see what does best. I also like to like blur the background and make the fonts pop from the background, and I really just try to pull like 1 to 2 words from the video that I think is going to capture people's attention. And I overall just want the title to like have the main interests people want to learn about in this video. And that brings me into my next tip, which is to study your analytics, study your audience. YouTube has a really, really great dashboard where you can see what people are searching. You can even see like where people are watching your videos the most, which videos they're clicking on the most. And I study this so much, and I'm honestly not the greatest at knowing like what I'm looking at when I look at analytics, but where I mainly go in my dashboard is I look at what people are searching for and the videos people are watching the most on my channel. And then I'll take that and I typically will film around those specific kind of like trending videos on my channel, and I'll just recreate content around that. So that really helps me out. But it's so difficult with YouTube, and it's kind of like this, it's like an experiment, because you have to look at the video that's doing well, look at the thumbnail, look at the title, look at the hook of the video. You have to study all of that and kind of determine why people decided to watch that video and stay on your channel. And at the end of the day, it just takes time and time to really start to study it and get the hang of sticking with that and being consistent with it. So I know it's a lot of work, but I find it really fun. I just love sharing stuff like this. I love talking for much longer than a quick 1-minute short form video. It's something I really enjoy. So having that as the root of why I do my YouTube channel is honestly why it's able to grow and still stay relevant. So I definitely recommend finding that love for it before you even start, but also knowing how to kind of read the analytics and making sure you're checking in on that. But studying your analytics and making sure that you know what people are really liking and you're commenting back and you're engaging with them, that's really, really going to help your channel grow. And it's also going to give you so much insight for you to go use and make new videos and make other content and, you know, all the things. So it's a really helpful dashboard. I love the YouTube analytics over all the social media platforms, to be honest. It's really great. So I definitely recommend, once you start to get started, to go check in on that at least monthly. Okay, so over the last few years, I have found some tools that have really helped me with my YouTube channel, and I wanted to share those with you guys, and also I'll link them down below. But a tool that I've used this year that's very helpful is Creator Hooks. I've actually subscribed to his email list, and I get an email every week, I believe, where it shows me the video titles that are trending and why they work and the score. He like scores them and why they're scored higher or why they're scored lower. And when I get these emails every week, I study it, and I study it every single time I get it, because it's very interesting to see, like, even if it's unrelated to the topic that I talk about, he'll give you a sort of like template on how to plug in your specific topic to make it more relevant to you. But it's just like a very interesting like marketing tool, because it's just different ways to word things to capture people's attention. So I really enjoy his email list, and I actually was paying for his, I don't know what he calls it. It's like a dashboard area where you can do a title generator, and you can also search the topics that you have and see the trending videos and how they were able to, you know, get to a viral point because of the title they use, because of the thumbnail they use. So that he breaks down everything, and it's taught me so much about YouTube. So can't say enough good things about that. I would definitely go check out his email list and his platform. And on top of that, I also have installed vidIQ, and there's another one that I've installed, but I typically use vidIQ, and it'll give me a score when I am searching for video titles. So I'll type in the video title in the search bar, and it'll tell me the competition that I have with that title, as well as how good they're predicting that it will do. So although that sometimes it'll give me a really bad score on like how it's going to do, and then it does the complete opposite. So I don't always listen to it, but it does give me some insight into how I can kind of adjust the title or show up slightly different to not be within the competition. So it does help, and I do have that installed, so I see it every time. It's a very easy thing to just add to your Google extensions. So I do like it, but I don't always listen to it. But it is helpful if you want like some keyword ideas or video title ideas, because now it uses AI to have some video titles pop up. So it is really helpful, but I try not to let that deter me from talking about what it is I want to share. And then in addition to those two tools, I also have been subscribed to Modern Millie's YouTube channel for a while. She gives such great advice on YouTube, and super inspiring. She talks a lot, like she's very transparent about her growth and her income through YouTube and all the things. So I love listening to her channel. I've learned a ton from it. And also she's a great example of someone that really gets to the point really quickly in the video and has a beautiful way of like explaining things. So I definitely recommend checking it out. Those are the main tools and resources I use. Occasionally I will use AI, like I mentioned ChatGPT, to help me with like different topic ideas or how to have a very interesting hook at the start of the video. And it gives you some great ideas. So definitely don't be afraid to try it out and see it. But when it comes to actually filming and sitting down to do the video, I don't use a script. I don't use like a prompt thing or anything like that. I just speak from my heart and stay genuine with it. And I have mistakes in there and I don't care about it. I just do it. And I really think that's another reason my channel was able to grow, is because I was able to stay consistent because I wasn't overthinking every single video I filmed or every podcast I filmed. So I just show up every week and I don't overthink it and I just do it. So that's my best piece of advice, is to not sit there and analyze your video over and over again. Just film it and edit. There's so many editing tools that I can show you guys and that I show in my community all the time on how to edit videos really quickly and to stay consistent with it, and the things that I do to like edit without sitting there and over analyzing it. So that's my biggest piece of advice, because I know a lot of us, especially like when I look back at my first videos on YouTube, I was so nervous talking and I sound completely different than I do now. But I think that's kind of the cool thing. You get to look back on how far you've come, and just talking to a camera has become easier and easier and easier because I show up every single week doing it. But in the beginning, it was not easy. So if you're struggling with that, that's totally normal, but just stick with it. Do not beat yourself up or overanalyze it. Just get it up there and stay consistent. So I wanted to share this video, even though I know my YouTube channel is not huge. I'm really proud of it. And like I said, it's a slow growth and I love that because I have so many other things going on in my business. But I do have big goals for the next few years to really build my YouTube and grow it even more and connect with more people, because it's something that I'm truly so passionate about. And I get so excited every single week to show up in front of the camera, talk to you guys, connect with you all, and just film my day. It's so fun. So I have lots of like exciting goals to come in the future. And I know that with more time, I'll be able to do that. And I also just want to see you guys grow. And that's why I've been loving the community that I've opened. I opened it in August, and it's been so fun to connect with you all. And if you are in the community, hello. I love it so much. I had a call with the circle members yesterday and we co-worked, and it reminded me that this is why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I love to connect with you all and just like learn from each other. So it's been amazing. If you want to be part of that community, it is hosted on Patreon. I always leave the link down below, and I share inside like exclusive tutorials that I never show on YouTube of like behind the scenes of client projects and why I do what I do in terms of the designs, and also marketing and business tips, all the things. So if you want to be part of that, it's always linked down below. And I'd love to get to know you. But this has been so fun talking about YouTube. If you guys want to hear anything else about YouTube or want me to go into more things, just let me know. Leo's still here with us, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for being here. Really appreciate you all for the support over the last like however many years doing YouTube. Truly appreciate you. And if you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate it so much if you gave it a thumbs up. Subscribe down below if you're not. I know a lot of you aren't, and that's okay. But I would love it if you are. But thank you guys so much for being here, and I will see you in my next one.